so many beads. Hey guys, I'm Libby and welcome to Punzie's Palace, where I do all things Disney, hence the Punzie, and all things regarding my life and home, hence my palace. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit subscribe down below for more Disney and lifestyle content. We are on to Punzie's projects number 2, where I am doing all kinds of things revolving around perler beads. So if you don't know what perler beads are, they're this really cool like 90s craft thing that I did when I was a kid, and then I started to do them a lot more as I started growing up because I thought they were really cool and really fun and really easy to do. Let me show you my perler bead stash. So I have this lovely little box. This was my first starter pack for perler beads. So this is what the beads look like. They're rather small, rather tiny, in various colors. And these were my starter pegboards that came with this pack. So a circle, a square, and a nice little hexagon. But for somebody like me who is super crafty and wants to make a ton of things, this was not enough. So then I moved up to this box. I got another set of other shapes. I have a star, another circle, another hexagon, another square, and a heart. But the ones I will say that I use the most are these two bigger square pegboards. These are great for making a lot bigger things, as you can see, as well as you can even make something a lot longer because they stick together. I also have a bigger pegboard that is coming in that's about the size of this box, and it's going to be one big pegboard, and that's going to be really fun. So in this box I do have bags of like 1,000 ones for very popular colors or colors that I just needed that one singular color of. But for other just miscellaneous colors and things like that, if you don't want to get 1,000 bead bags, you can also just get sets like this that have a bunch of different colors in them, and they all have a good amount in them. But all you really need to do perler bead patterns of any kind is you can just get a starter pack like that, see if you like it, see if you enjoy it, and that's all you really need. So first, let me tell you how you actually make a perler bead pattern. So first off, what you're gonna want to do is you'll take your pegboard and you will lay your perler beads on here in whatever pattern you wish and you like, and then after that's done, carefully take your little masterpiece over to an ironing board and put some wax paper on top of it and then iron it. And make sure that the first time you are ironing it, that every bead is fused together before you take it off the pegboard, because otherwise beads will go everywhere, you might cry, it's a whole thing. In this video, I don't show you me ironing any of these because I think it's pretty boring footage for you guys to watch. Once it's all fused together, you take it off of the pegboard, and it's probably going to be stuck to the wax paper. That's okay, let it cool a little bit and you can take it off. You don't have to do this, but I flip over my pattern, put wax paper on it, and also fuse the back. For some of these, I think it is good to really fuse the back and the front together. For some of them, you only really need to fuse the front and a little bit on the back. So I thought I would do some Disney patterns, obviously, and show you all the different things that you can do. I'm showing you 4 different things you can make out of perler beads, and that's not even all of them. And for a lot of the patterns that I am going to be showing you today, I did use a lot of Pinterest inspiration. So some of them are direct copies, some of them are a little bit of an adjustment from what they show online, and some are a little bit of my own creation. I will probably do more of my own creation patterns in the future. If that is something that you are interested in, please let me know down below in the comments. So what are the 4 things that I'm going to show you how to make today? So the first use for perler beads is not one that I'm going to show you today because it's a pretty simple one and you can do it with any of the ones that I show you, is just make a perler bead pattern and you can just have it around and just put it wherever you want as a decoration item. The first thing that I'm going to show you that I actually made today is keychains. What you will need to make it into a keychain besides just the perler bead stuff are some kind of little tiny rings to make the chain of the keychain, as well as actual key rings, as well as probably some kind of pliers. I didn't use any pliers, I just kind of used my fingernails and my hands. And also I used a thumbtack to poke through the perler bead after it had been melted. I made 3 different keychain patterns for you guys today. And this first one is one that was kind of inspired by some Pinterest photos, but I kind of had to adjust it to the size that I wanted it to be. And it is this Heart of Tifiti keychain. There are only 3 different colors that you need. So obviously you need a dark green, a light green, and I added in some like light little blues for like a little extra sparkle. Another one I made is really cute, and it is Cinderella's glass slipper. I did use a Pinterest inspiration photo for this. You, again, only need 3 colors, some kind of dark blue, some kind of light blue, and white. And this last one is a pretty big keychain. It's the biggest one that I've made, and it's going in my car because my car's name is Ursula because it's a beautiful dark purple. So this is Ursula's shell. And for this one, you do need 4 different colors. You can outline it in black, but I wanted to use brown. You need 2 different shades of yellow. I had this perfect shade of yellow and then this more orangey shade of yellow, which wasn't perfect, but I still think it looks good, and some kind of white to kind of help with the highlights. And this was another pattern that I found off of Pinterest. And I'm just going to show you how I attach the keychain stuff on to one of them. So poke through a hole in where you want the key ring to be and slide in your key ring through there. Then after that, attach however many key rings you want to whatever length you want the keychain to be. I did 3 attached onto it, so a total of 4, and then you just attach the big key ring to the top of there. Next are magnets. So obviously all of the different patterns that I'm showing you today could be used interchangeably. Like if you want the Ursula shell necklace to be a magnet instead, that'll work too. I just picked different things that I thought would be cute for the different uses that I wanted. So for the magnets, I thought these would be really cute to put on Michael and I's fridge when we move out together. I really love these characters as a couple. I think they're really cute. And that is Bo Peep and Woody. For Bo Peep, you do need quite a few more colors. You need a white, a pink, some kind of yellow for her hair, this nice light blue, some kind of light colored flesh tone, black for her eyes and her little shoes, and a little gray for her socks. And for Woody, you also do need quite a few different colors as well. So you'll need quite a few different browns. I didn't have enough variations of brown that would look good. So if you have more variations of brown, the better. So some kind of light brown, a dark brown, and an even darker brown maybe, as well as another yellow color, that same light skin color flesh tone, black, white for his vest, red for his little scarf here, blue for his blue jeans, and also this other kind of yellowish color one for his badge as well as his belt buckle, and I thought it'd be cute to put it up in his hat as well. So to make a Perler bead pattern into a magnet is very simple. I bought from Walmart just some adhesive magnets. So on the back they have just this adhesive thing. You just pop that off and you can pop it on the back of your Perler bead pattern and you have a magnet. But I did, because I wanted these to stick really well, I also used some E600 glue. So after you have fused your pattern together, just place where you want your magnets to be. I put 2 on them. I put the E600 glue on it. I placed them on there. sticking them really good, and then I laid them under some really big books to make sure they were nice and flat. For both of these patterns, I did not come up with these. They are variations of some I found online that had a black outline, and I don't want the black outline. But do be wary if you do take away the black outline for Woody. Make sure that his neck is fused together really, really well, because it's only 2 beads right here that is fusing his head with his body. You don't want decapitated Woody, so make sure that that is fused together really, really well. The next thing I made are some coasters. I used circle coasters, so I used the circle pegboards, but you can also do square coasters, which are a little bit bigger. These are rather small, but I still think they're really cute. And I think in the future, I might make them into a full set. I only made 2 today, but I might make 2 more to make it a full set of 4 coasters later. And it is a Pixar set right now. One is fully of my own, but it's not that creative. It's pretty straightforward. And the other one is one that I did find online, but I added a background to it to make it a full coaster. So the one I came up with was a cute little Mike Wazowski coaster. So very simple, you just need black, white, and lime green. Another one I made is little Nemo to go with it. And so I have some dark blue and some light blue for just a variation in the ocean behind him, as well as a really pretty different kind of blue for his eyes, orange, black, and white. And then the last craft that I made is a craft that I really, really love, and I only made one, but I'm going to probably make so many more because I think they're really, really fun, and I have a ton of ideas on different patterns that I want to make. And with all of this being said, before I show you the last one, if any of you have an interest in buying anything like this from me, please let me know in the comments down below, or DM me on Instagram if you have any interest in any of these. So if you guys want me to sell them to you, or you would like them, or if there's a specific one that you would like, please let me know. This last one, it is 2 different patterns that I kind of melded together, so it's a little bit of my own creation, and it is a bookmark, and who better to make a bookmark of than Belle. So this does have a lot of different colors in it. So we have a brown, a light flesh color tone, black, yellow, as well as it's the same brown as her hair, but then we have a lighter brown for the background of the bookcases, and then a bunch of different fun colors for the different books. I just picked fun colors that I don't use very often or that I had a lot of beads of. This is one where I did fuse very much on the front and the back because it is a bookmark that you'll probably use both sides of. Alright, so those are all of the Perler Beads crafts that I made for this video today. There will probably be a lot more in the future just because I really like doing them. If you like this video and if you like crafts and if you like just beads, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below so you can see more crafty content, more Disney content, and more just stuff about me, I guess. Alright, until next time guys, farewell.